And there we go. It is fixed. Very strange. So, welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the slate tonight. It is Monday night. It is the Monday after WrestleMania. This is where we're at right now. The big show, the biggest event in wrestling occurred this weekend, and now we are back on to the Monday night stuff, and we are excited for Monday night. WrestleMania always sort of guides us into a certain sense of security, and I don't want to. I'm not going to say whether I think it's false, whether I think it's justified. We'll see, right? We'll let it play out. But it does imbue a lot of us fans with some optimism, right? I mean, it does. There is like that good feeling that follows it, so we're excited to see what WWE has to offer. Then on top of that, we have AEW, who's continuing down the train, continuing with AEW Dark Elevation. I always want to say evolution, but I know that's not it. But anyway. So we're going to be talking about both of these shows tonight. And to be quite frank, or to be quite Warren in this case, we're probably going to be talking a lot more. Or look, WWE hasn't provided a Raw preview yet, which is always what I base myself on. And I've been refreshing their Twitter page as well, just to make sure that I don't miss anything. And outside of, beautiful artwork of Bobby Lashley, and some Ms. and Mrs. stuff, there ain't much happening tonight. And I think it's kind of weird. You'd at the very least, you'd plan at least a couple of things, right? Just a little bit, which is very strange. All my audio is muted. What is going on? That's really strange. Because I'm telling you, Streamlabs is a finicky person. That's very strange that it would be muted. Anyway. Don't worry. I'm still getting the notifications. And everything's coming in. I got this, cleaner. I got this. We're fine. Welcome to everyone tonight, including, but not limited to, Flowman, Anakin JMT, good to see you. Spencer Love, Spenny of Love Wrestling, good to see you as well. We've got Imran Abazi, hi, how you doing? DGMC is here as well. So there we go. That's what we're doing here tonight. That's what we're going to be talking about. And hey, by the way, we're already up to our 2K. The comment streak is up to 2 on the MrWarrenHayes show videos, right? So that's cool. We're trying to get to 20 comments on the next 20 videos. We're up to 2 now. That is an official one. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. I know I'm excited. Y'all need to be excited too. No, you don't need to be excited. But we've got some super chats happening here right now. Warren practicing to be a mime game is a great super chat given by Anakin JMT. Thank you very much. Hey, that's what you do, and when you do the live streams, and sometimes you're like, hey, this is working fine, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, it's not working. But Streamlabs is a little weird. See, I hear the audio perfectly, which is very strange, which would probably mean that why is it, see, it was set to, anyway, weird, like settings that I never ever mess around with. Hopefully you heard that one. Aaron Entertainment left a super chat. Thank you very much, Aaron. He says, I did think a second Fiend was going to show up last night at WrestleMania. I'm assuming, hopefully, like, not with me here on the stream. I mean, I would be terrified if even a first Fiend was going to appear. But yeah, there were a lot of people who were joking around that they were going to do the double Undertaker gimmick, which would have been a nice callback and pretty funny. But no, they're doing things. I don't know what they're doing anymore. Anakin JMT left us a super chat. Thank you very much. Says Select just posted preliminary Raw plans. Well, I like to go forward with the things that have been officialized, and as it stands right now, we are 1 hour and 23 minutes into the before we get to Monday Night Raw, and WWE hasn't announced a thing. Coming off of the biggest night of the year, one of their typically highest rated shows of the year on top of that, and we got nothing. Absolutely nothing. So let's go ahead and we'll start talking about AEW Dark Elevation tonight. There's hopefully I was able to get everything, put everything together, because the elevation stuff is just all over the place. So hopefully I've got everything centralized. Cross your fingers. Let's start talking about what we have. Scorpio Sky and All Ego Ethan Page are going to be taking on Sonny Kiss and Joseph Janela. Of course, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page started their new pairing, calling themselves the Ego Trip. So they picked up a win against Mike and Matt Sydal, and now they're going against Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. I would figure that their mid-card push is going to continue. I think they're going to continue establishing Ego Trip. They're going to continue the Ego Trip. They're going to continue to establish this tag team. They're going to continue to establish this tag team, I think, forward here. So Kiss and Janela, they're fun, but as it stands right now, I think their role in this situation is clear. Should be a fun match. I wouldn't see why not, right? Why would it be a bad match? I don't know why you think it'd be a bad match. Ryan Nemeth and Cesar Bononi, of course, accompanied by JD Drake, Peter Avalon's Geeks, gonna be taking on Best Friends. Of course, accompanied to the ring by Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander. This is going to be the first time that the Best Friends, Chucky T and Trent, return as a tag team. It's been a while. They've been out for an extended period of time because Trent actually has been out for an extended period of time because of injuries. And of course, they made their return at Arcade Anarchy a couple of weeks ago. They being Chris Statlander as well, and Trent to come and help out Chucky T and Orange Cassidy. So we've got a nice big, yes, another stable. I don't care. I'm okay with wrestlers having friends. And I especially like wrestling stables that include women in it. So I can dig this group, this motley group of people who just seem to legitimately like each other. You know, I think this is great. So they're going to be taking on, they being Trent and Chucky, going to be taking on the Hollywood hunk, Ryan Nemeth and Cesar Bononi. This should be fun. I think Bononi has been particularly good, especially since his that disastrous match he had. Well, I wouldn't call it disastrous, but that not very good match he had against Luchasaurus. I think he shook it off, and I think he's better for it. And the one thing that I really like about Bononi is just how much he is a standout in the AEW crew just by his size and his look. I can't forget who was talking about this recently, and I was like, yeah, I agree with this. Like, Bononi looks like a pro wrestler. You know, like, he looks like a guy who is a pro wrestler. If that makes sense to you. You know, I wouldn't say Orange Cassidy doesn't look like a pro wrestler. He is a pro wrestler, but if you pointed him out in the crowd, identify the pro wrestler, and you'd put Cesar Bononi, Orange Cassidy, and Warren Hayes, and Ryan Satin's barber. And you'd point to that lineup and say, show me the pro wrestler, but they'd be like, yeah, it's Cesar Bononi right there, right? So I mean, I think him being in AEW at this juncture is very, very critical. I think it's critical, and I think he's going to be a welcome addition to the roster. And man, JD Drake, Saw him wrestle this weekend on the indies. Holy shit. And I mean, I knew he was good, but it's always good to see him like stretch his legs and get out there and do stuff. And yeah, my God, this guy is good. He's really, really good. We've got the tag team of Main Event, Jay Lyon and Midas Black versus FTR tonight. Of course, FTR is going to, they're going to pick up the win here. The Main Event, that's MANE, by the way, as opposed to MAIN. These are guys from International Wrestling Cartel. There's a bunch of these actually having debuts tonight. But these particularly stand out as a tag team. It'll be good stuff. FTR again, another. I think it's good for the Pinnacle to get some wins under their belt as well. We are also going to have Thunder Rosa versus Diamante. We were talking about this in the Discord a couple of days ago. Something's happened with Ivelisse, right? Something's happened with Ivelisse. We haven't seen her. She hasn't been necessarily tweeting about AEW. Well, she has been like, she hasn't been all that invested in AEW stuff, and I don't know. It's very strange. It's a weird thing right now. Ivelisse has a history. Don't know, we don't know how deep this situation goes, but she does have a history of being her own worst enemy. Hopefully, it's nothing to that effect. But otherwise tonight, Thunder Rosa, Diamante, should be fun. Oh, we got a super... First of all, Robert Sterling, I hope I caught you as you were leaving, pal. Good to see you and welcome. We've also got Vape Ross Vape, who is here with a funny joke. My Benoni has a first name. It's Oscar. I can get behind that. Mr. Fantastic, it's good to see you as well. And Evan Wright left us a super chat. Thank you very much, Evan. Says Jade versus Red Velvet and Statlander match on Wednesday. AEW having 2 women's matches advertised for Wednesday is nice. Yes, it is. Excited for Elevation tonight. Yes, another big card, another big Elevation card tonight. And yeah, absolutely, on Dynamite, getting 2 women's matches on the main card. I mean, keep going that way, right? Just... I can't tell you guys enough. It's really that simple. You book the women, you make them feel like a big deal, you make them look like a big deal, they will be a big deal. It's just as simple as that. It's not any more complicated than that. Next what was that? We're also going to be getting next, we're going to be getting Brandon Cutler versus Penta El Zero M from the Death Triangle. Still think that Penta as a heel with the whole Mexican translation thing, Spanish translation thing, I think it's a bit of a missed opportunity, just a wee bit of a missed opportunity against Brandon Cutler tonight. I think Penta is going to pick up a win here. Vape Ross Vape, welcome. Just joined the Mr. Warren Hayes show as a member. Thank you, sir. Enjoy them emotes that you just got right here. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. We're going to get Sky Blue versus Britt Baker. Sky Blue is another IWC IWC stalwart who is on the show tonight. Dante Martin versus Baron Black should be fine as well. Then we're getting, and this is very interesting, Konosuke Takashita from DDT Pro versus my boy Danny Limelight. Danny Limelight tonight is going to make Takashita look like $1 million. Takashita was actually, from what I heard, from what I understand, he showed up on at the house show that AEW did this weekend during WrestleMania weekend as a bit of a surprise to everyone who was there. He joined Kenny Omega with the Young Bucks and Michael Nakazawa, and they had a match, which was pretty cool. Of course, he has a history with Kenny Omega and DDT and all of that. So all that's working together. Excited to see that. Excited to see what they're doing with Takashita. He hasn't left DDT Pro. From what I understand, he was like, nah, I'm taking April off. So he's like, I'm flying to America and I'm doing stuff. And that's cool. Why not do that? Andre Montoya and Viri Morales are taking on the other 2/3 of Death Triangle, Pac and Ray Phoenix. Andrew Palace and Cole Carter taking on Nick Comoroto, who is probably going to be my next guy. I've got a couple of guys, my own little stable of guys, and I think Nick Comoroto, my God, man, he's very close. And QT Marshall, so there's going to be a win for the Nightmare Family Castoffs, if you want to call them like that. And Miro's going to be taking on Hayden Backlund. And Captain Sean Dean is getting a Rising Star profile tonight. So that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Oh, you see Takeshita is DDT's ace. 25 years old, says Evan. That's cool. I mean, I knew he was a big deal. Didn't realize it was the ace. I am aware of DDT, and I know like from afar what's going on, but I'm not as invested in it as some people are, and that's fine. And that's not because I don't. And I know a lot of people don't like DDT for very basic reasons. It doesn't bother me. It's not a question of what do I like it or not. It's just like, Jesus Christ, man, there are only so many hours in a week. There's just too much wrestling. Are we being honest with each other? It's just too much fucking wrestling. Hey, Ben, Phantom Mark 82. Welcome to the chat, brother. So I just refreshed. The Twitter page and the Raw page on WWE.com. We got nothing, folks. Nothing. We have nothing. So I'm going to defer to you guys in the chat right now. Never mind the super chats. Let's talk. It's the Raw after WrestleMania, right? And I'm going to be giving my full, complete WrestleMania thoughts this Thursday, right? I'm not gonna push this. I'm not going to try and fit my entire WrestleMania review within 11 minutes and 18 seconds. You guys know that I could never fit anything in. Not enough commentary that I could fit into. Look, I'd never be able to do it, even if I challenged myself. I just couldn't do it. I have a timer here where I'm like, yeah, I'll just do a tight 30 minutes, and I always go over. That's because I'm a moron. What do you guys think? Raw after WrestleMania, there's surprises. There's stuff that always happens, or at least that we expect to happen. What are you guys seeing? What are you guys feeling tonight as far as surprises go on tonight's return to Raw? Well, I mean, I'm sad too, Evan, that there's no Michael Burdick preview article tonight. He has not been on the Monday Night Beat recently, right? He's been on SmackDown. We've had Zach Back, what's the other guys? Zach Drap, Drake Drap. Anyway, so I mean, I like me some Michael Burdick, but maybe not. No, I shouldn't have said that. Flowman says Samoa Joe better come back now that he's off commentary. Yeah, let me pull that up. I saw that that they let's see, WWE Raw Commentary. Yeah, they have announced that they are changing the WWE Raw Commentary team. Let's see here. It has been announced that Adnan Virk, a former ESPN dude, will be and MLB Network anchor as well. Adnan Virk has signed a multi-year deal that will make him the play-by-play voice of Raw. They also confirmed that Corey Graves is moving back to Raw, and Samoan Joseph has been taken off the desk, but not the company, which has led a lot of people to speculate that Samoan Joseph is feeling good and he's ready to rock. And why would you not be okay with that? Why would you not be okay with Samoa Joe? Samoa Joe, here's the thing. For anyone who has only watched mainstream WWE programming, they're going to be like, Samoa Joe, sure, big guy, cuts good promos. He quips. he scares me sometimes with how he stares at me, that kind of stuff. But to everyone else who haven't been just watching WWE, this guy is one of the greatest professional wrestlers that ever walked the earth. Like, he has done it. He's done everything. For a guy his size, doing the things that he's done, the people he's wrestled, the places he's wrestled everywhere. And I don't think we get the only main issue that we're giving Samoa Joe, that's keeping us from giving Samoa Joe the proper props is that he never won the big match in WWE. Right? So, that's how we're moving things around. For the 6 people out of you who are wondering what's going to happen to Tom Phillips, he's going to be back to 205 Live. And I learned that he was senior manager of on-air talent. He's like, I knew Michael Cole is like the boss of all commentary team, but he's the senior manager of on-air talent. So that's fine. Yeah, and as Vape Ross Vape in the chat points out here, says Adnan Vert got fired from ESPN for leaking info. So it's like he's perfect for the wrestling business. I wonder how many people hit up his texts. Aaron Entertainment tells us that we should expect the return of former WWE champion Jinder Mahal. I'd laugh. Here's the thing. Here's what bums me out in the Jinder story, for all the jokes, right, and the memes and so on. And I meme on Jinder quite a bit. What's really a bummer is that he was lined up to be a contender for Drew McIntyre last year. You remember there was a short period where he returned and then he had to hit the bricks because he got injured. But he was being lined up to be I don't think anyone would have seriously considered Jinder Mahal to beat Drew McIntyre at that period. But, I mean, the guy could have had some kind of career resurgence after being elevated to the title championship scene for no reason. Just angered the fans. And then it's just like not even considered for secondary titles, just like back to the job squad with you, pal. I mean, the important thing, and I've said this multiple times, I want wrestlers to have long, healthy careers. It bums me out when they get injured. It bums me out when they have to take time off. If Jinder does come back, whether it's tonight or next week or whatever, is Jinder Mahal, though, is he a big time return tonight? Is he like a surprise where everyone's going to go lose their shit kind of thing? I don't think so. Well, I mean, those of us who like to meme on him, I mean, I think we're overdue for a series of Jinder memes. They've gotten stale. It's always the same ones. The Punjabi prison. You know, it's like, hey, Jinder, hey, Shinsuke, up here. Ha ha ha. You know, it's like, we're done with those, you know? So yeah, Jinder, I honestly, I hope he comes back, period. I hope he comes back, period. Let's see. Flowman says, bring Mickie James back. That'd be cool. I know she had that really weird match she had with Osaka last year that ended in that super weird finish. You remember that one? Man, I mean, I think she needs Mickie was a little too instrumental in making superstars because she was one of those who could wrestle. And I think she was extremely important to the likes of Trish Stratus and getting her over as well, and with Trish pulling out a legitimate women's storyline with heat, so on and so forth. Back in the day, you know, Mickie deserves a proper exit from the company if that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying that she should retire. And then she was sitting with the legends, but it's also confusing to me. It's also very, very, very confusing to me. Let's see. I mean, I asked the folks on Twitter earlier today, what they were expecting, right? What are they expecting tonight? Oh, Iron Entertainment says he thinks the Bellas are going to end up on SmackDown, which is entirely possible. That is possible. I wouldn't see why not. But if we go to Twitter here to the question that I had asked, a lot of people are thinking Becky might show up tonight. It was a popular opinion last night as well. That people were that Becky was going to show up at WrestleMania. I think she should have popped her nose through the curtain. They should have done something. Probably would have been the biggest pop of the weekend. And I think it would have made a lot of sense. Oh, they're saving it for a live crowd. Like, this is one of these arguments that I'm that I'm already tired of. It's like when they were saying, oh, but they're saving Sasha vs. Billy at SummerSlam. You remember those? It's like, at some point you have to just pull the trigger on something, and you can't keep waiting and waiting and waiting, because then you miss opportunities, But I mean, Becky showing up tonight could be possible. But at the same time, I don't see. I mean, the live crowd argument does make sense, but the just wrestling audience in general makes sense too, right? You want to make those people happy too. There's a lot of people who are like, Brock, that they're like, hey, Brock's gonna come back. I'm like, really? Okay. Of course, there's always the questions of the usual NXT call-ups. I think Adam Cole and Io Shirai have been thrown around. Their names have been thrown around quite a bit. So that could be possible. Why not have Aleister Black pop back up tonight? That could be fun. That could be something. Ronda returning. I don't think they're warming the band up for Ronda for sure. Just dropping a few words, a few hints here and there. They're definitely warming the band up for Ronda's return, but I don't think they're doing it. I don't think they're doing it tonight on the Thunderdome. I don't think so. Anyway, folks, we're going to wrap this one up. We've got about 25 seconds before the festivities start over on AEW's YouTube channel to watch AEW Elevation, Dark Elevation, if we're being thorough. So go off, enjoy that, enjoy Raw tonight. Hey, WWE is keeping us completely in the dark. So I can't wait to see what they have. I will be back Wednesday for AEW preview, AEW Dynamite. Hope to see you there. Enjoy the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.